Hey all, peace and blessings. I'm going to be talking about trickster spirit guides who tend to be embodiments of Mercury as well. So this is the archetype of communication, insight, mental clearing, and also Mercury has a shadow, right? Mercury retrograde. So this is also about illusions, tricks, and having to have mental breakthroughs, but looking at where the mind can sometimes be scattered, can sometimes be limited. Trickster spirit guides come forward to break any barriers that we have in our thinking process, any limitations that we have in our thinking process. Sometimes we have belief systems as we formed based on our experiences, and there are trickster spirit guides that will come in to challenge how you see things. And these can be mercurial or are usually mercurial, and they're here to make you relook at the world and challenge the ways in which you think, because regardless of what rituals, magic, and power you have, remember that your mind is so central and so core to a lot. And if you're calling in abundance, your thoughts have to be operating on the wavelengths of trust, of hope, of expansion, of joy, and of gratitude. So trickster spirit guides come in to de-shelf a lot of ideas that you might have that might be limiting you, and sometimes these are subconscious and sometimes these are generationally passed. So let me talk about excuse me, trickster spirit guides, and let me give you some examples. In the Orisha Yoruba culture, you have a Legua, who is the road opener, who is representative of the crossroads, who brings in blessings but also brings in the communication to the other Orisha. They say you have to go through him to speak to the other Orisha, and this is a traditional approach to the Orisha. This comes from different religious systems that honor the Orisha, and a Legua can manifest as an older man or a younger man. And this is because a Legua is representative of endings and beginnings. And a Legua is a lot about transitions, moving you from one way of being to another way of being. Allegua is about also humility. Trickster spirit guides will run jokes on you. They'll poke fun at things. They'll laugh with you. And the reason why is because they want you to lighten up. They want you to enjoy life. They don't want cynicalness. And they also don't want, you know what, like I'm hearing false predictability. You know when you just think you know everything's going to be the same because things have been the same, and that usually is because, routines get set in motion, habits are formed, but honestly, everything is doomed to change. So Elegua is representative of this rambunctious energy of the crossroads for that reason. You have Papa Legua in Voodoo, who is similar to Elegua, but manifests as an older gentleman or a gentleman. And then in the Norse pantheon, you have Loki. And Loki is not always bad. People tend to see Loki as the villain in the Nordic pantheon, but Loki is representative of change, of shape-shifting. And if you were to work with Loki, what Loki helps you with is knowing how to really create a whole persona, create a whole identity, understanding that, excuse me, like symbolism in the world really does go everywhere. So a suit and tie, regardless of what you do, regardless of what you work at, can really take you into this whole new persona, this whole new energy, and you can use that to manifest. Loki is definitely fun, pokes fun at things, puts in riddles, and tends to ridicule things. Trickster spirit guides, they're fun. In the Greek mythology, you have Hermes. Hermes is fast. Hermes is always running around. Now, can you see how that can be similar to Elegua, where it's a kid always running, always on the move? And I'm not necessarily saying that these are the same entities, but spirit guides do embody archetypal energies, archetypal principles that can be broken down. In the Kabbalah tree of life, this would be an emanation of Had, which is all about thoughts, ideas, how we think. And I said it before, like planetary energies really do show themselves in spirit guides. If I was to give another example, and I could do a separate video on Venusian spirit guides, such as like Oshun and Aphrodite, they feel themselves and they help you with beauty, abundance, healing the heart, and self-love. So when these trickster spirit guides show up, they don't always come in easy. They don't always come in giving you the right answers all the way. They're coming in breaking things down step by step by step by step. And sometimes they don't tell you things, they show you things. These are spirits where if you get too comfortable thinking a certain way, they're going to come in to challenge your whole belief system and also just humbly revamp it. In the Cometics, the Egyptian pantheon, that would be Ptah. Thoth has been called a trickster, though I don't really see that. Thoth is a teacher. Thoth is Mercury as well. But Ptah is the door opener. And Ptah, in a lot of ways, I wish I had a visual of him with me right now. He is representative of endings and openings. So when you look at the planet Mercury, which is so much about communication, so much about speed, movement, and development, these guides come in to help you with your own speed, movement, and development. And Sumerians, and I know I'm going all over the place talking about these different beings, and if you want me to go into specifics on certain beings, then let me know. I'm open to that. But you also have in the Sumerians Enki, and Enki is representative of movement, transitions, changings and beginnings. Mercury never stays still. That's why Mercury embodies itself in people as Gemini and Virgo, but Gemini is always fast moving, fast changing. Gemini thinks unconventionally, and trickster spirits help you look beyond what society tells you is good, what society tells you is bad, what even cancel culture can say sometimes. It doesn't care about all that. It's trying to get you to move as fast as possible from a place where your thoughts are clear, your head is clear, your channel is clear, and there's no self-limiting beliefs in there. There's no limitations in what's possible for you. And when your mind is clear, your possibilities for manifesting what it is that you want vastly increase and make it in fact possible, because now you're operating on the basis of faith, the basis of belief, the basis of trust. But sometimes these thoughts of, oh my gosh, how are things gonna work out? Or oh my gosh, this is not gonna work out. That's where these trickster spirits come in, because they want you to break free of all that. They will give you a lot of information on how people work, looking at people's good and bad sides. They'll show you how to take life less seriously, how to bounce back from problems and obstacles that you've had, and how to always remain like a kid. Like, it's about also allowing your inner child to still be alive, to still have joy, to still have fun, even when you're stressed out, even when there's no answers for everything. How can you still radiate joy? Because speaking from experience, when you worry, sometimes all that does is just tire you out and burn you out. So trickster spirits are really here to change your whole mind and your whole mindset. And through that, now your lens in this world is a lot more expansive. And because of that, you can do so much more in this life, and you can see opportunities instead of seeing obstacles, difficulties, or conflicts. The image that Spirit is showing me is like removing this huge brick wall in front of you. And this brick wall is our thoughts and our mindset. All right? I'm going to pull some cards to see if there's anything from the energy of Mercury, anything from the trickster gods that needs to come up. So I'm not going to lie. The Orisha want me to make some videos for them. I want to do it, but I know that there are very specific paths, religious and spiritual approaches to the Orisha, but they still want me to talk about them because honestly, I'm somebody where the Orisha started showing up for me. And I think I have to make a video about that separately, but pretty much I was supposed to be initiated somewhere, y'all, and I didn't do it because I just thought the guy was suspect. So then he tried to send me some shit, and that's when Allegua showed up and said, hey, I don't want us to be misrepresented, so we're just gonna show up for you and help you. And yeah, Allegua's been my dude since day one, ever since then. So that was a few years ago. So yeah, y'all. I'll see if I do some Orisha videos. They've been telling me to do it. If y'all want me to do it, let me know in the comments below. But the cards that we have for today are the Five of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups represents like memory, past, friendship, childhood. These spirit guides are going to make sure you have fun. Trickster spirits make sure you have a good time. If you know Allegua, you know he likes candy. Hermes likes candy. Like, these spirits want company. Some of them, all of them like coffee too. They're hardwired. They're always moving fast. So they like company. They're going to make sure you have fun. Trust and believe that. And I'm also hearing the message that it's when you are connected to your inner child that you're able to manifest more. If you look at a kid, kids are bright, kids are bubbly, kids are not conditioned yet to like self-doubt, to inner criticism. So they're just manifesting like nobody's business. They want something, they usually get it. Now, what these trickster spirits are doing is connecting you back to your inner child, and I'm seeing that as a key within both your heart chakra and your solar plexus, where it's like the things that you love are able to be received, and the solar plexus is this joy, this confidence of, you know what, these things are going to happen for me. For anybody watching this, I'm hearing that you get visions of your future, or you get told messages of your future. You've been told what your future potentials are, and it might be so big that it doesn't make sense. Trust me, I've been there, but what I'm hearing is that you have to brace forward, and you have to know with the Ace of Pentacles here that there is so much more coming to you for this life, so much more abundance. These spirits also help you with communication and speech, putting yourself out there, getting you clients, clientele, and getting you to be yourself. Like, making sure that if you're going to do a business, if you're going to be doing something in the professional world, you're doing so from a place of authenticity and integrity, so that it's still fun for you. Sometimes these ideas of a professional voice, y'all, they can mess you up. Sometimes these ideas of like how you should be acting, how you should be behaving, this is all role play, and these spirits don't care about that. So long as you're being genuine and authentic from your soul truth, that's really what matters more than anything else. The last card that we have is the Five of Wands. Conflicts and strife. These spirits will help you when it comes to not really caring what your family has to think, not caring what your friends have to think, not caring about what sheeple have to think. Those who are asleep have to think. All right, I'm feeling greedy. Let me pull one more card. We have the Six of Swords. Past pains, past traumas, moving away from them, healing them, letting go of old relationships. See, the reason why these spirits represent endings and beginnings as well is because they're all about transition. That's why they move fast, because they're always about change, 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 change. There's no reason to be stuck. If you are feeling fear, find an action to move you out of that fear. If you are feeling fear or worry or doubt, try to find a way to exercise that, because it's energy. It could be fuel. You could transform it as fuel. If you're scared of how things are going to work out for you, use that energy for your goals. Use that energy to make your dreams come true. All right? Sorry about this light cough, y'all. But that's the messages that I got for today. This was a little bit on working with Trickster spirit guides. I do have a bunch of other videos about a bunch of different spirit guides, and I'm going to keep growing these, doing more of these. So I'm excited to keep on going with this. All right? Stay beautiful, y'all. And if y'all want to follow me on social media, how to do so is on the above below. You want to book a private reading, how to do so is on the above below. Stay beautiful, stay abundant, stay great.